So according to the Media Research Center's analysis of the January and February evening newscasts on ABC, CBS, NBC, coverage on President Trump was 91% negative. Shocking. Here with the reaction, former White House press secretary Sean Spicer and from the Hill, Joe Concha. All right, you're the numbers guy. Joe, we'll start with you.
Okay.
So 91% is almost everything negative.
9 out of 10 stories. And before anybody says, well, that's Media Research Center, they're a conservative outlet. Pew Research did a similar study for all of 2017 and came essentially to the same conclusion. Look, what's troubling about this is we're talking not about opinion shows. We're talking about ABC, CBS, NBC, the nightly news. Supposed to be nonpartisan, supposed to be bias-free. And remember, 24 million people on average watch those shows a night, so it still has influence. And 24 million is a lot. That's more than average for the World Series. But when 9 out of 10 stories are negative towards an administration, that's bias in broad daylight. And what you have here is a president who's over 40% in the Real Clear Politics average. He's over 50% on the economy in terms of approval. So how do we get back to only getting...
He's at 48% now on Zogby, 50% or thereabouts, 49% on Rasmussen. I haven't checked today or the last couple of days.
48, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those are his numbers keep going up. It seems to me that people are now adjusting. Donald Trump's a little different. He's a disruptor, and they're beginning to, I think, like it, and I think it'll help him in re-election. You know, things have gotten so bad, and I've watched you battle that idiot over at Fake News, Acosta. They want to call him a journalist, but this is the same network that we saw go dumpster diving in St. Petersburg, Russia, and now they went to a jail in Thailand to interview a sex coach and prostitute, thinking they're going to crack open the Trump-Russia collusion story. Sean Spicer.
Well, Sean, first of all, before we get off the numbers, I just want to say congratulations on the ratings. It seems as though there's a nice pattern here with Sean's that support President Trump doing really well in the ratings. So congratulations on your success. I think that proves to the network news that actually telling the truth and getting the story out is what viewers are really tuning in to see these days. But with respect to Mr. Acosta, what this comes down to in this recent tweet that he sent with respect to Sarah Sanders, he said that she, by not calling him, didn't show courage. Well, let's be honest. Jim Acosta is a carnival barker in the press room that is both clueless and classless. The day that briefing was taking place, Sarah answered over 40 questions. But because Jim Acosta didn't get his precious question in, which I'm sure would have amounted to screaming and yelling of something absurd, he feels as though that showed a lack of courage. But on that same day, Sarah had 2 combat veterans sitting on stage that had just met with President Trump, who he thanked for their service. Sergeant John Peck and Sergeant Liam Dwyer, both individuals who were injured in Iraq separately, went back, rehabbed, went to therapy, and then re-enlisted to go to Iraq. And in both cases, both got further injured. Sergeant Peck lost both his arms and both his legs. Staff Sergeant Dwyer lost an arm and has had over 50 surgeries. That, Mr. Acosta, is courage. That's courage. Don't talk about not getting a question being a lack of courage.
Right.
Real courage is going to serve this country and acting like an adult.
Well said. Last word.
Fox News, in the first 4 years of President Obama's press conferences, 36 press conferences, he only called on Fox 14 times. Right? So networks get boxed out depending on the administration.
Well said.
This is how it works.